Hey guys, it's Loves to Loom here. Today I'm going to show you how to create my new Expo bracelet. This bracelet here is my own original design and it is reversible. I named it Expo because for one, I couldn't think of a name, and for two, if you look at my purple and blue jellies, it kind of reminds me of like a bow in here. You have like the top part and then a little knot and then it like comes around. So it reminded me of like a bow on top of a present. And then on the back side, if you look closely, it looks like there's like an X kind of going through the back. So, hence the name Expo, but again, it is reversible. And I hope you guys like it as much as I do. And without wasting your time any further, let's go ahead and get started. To make this bracelet, you need one loom, one C-clip, and your hook. We will only be working with 2 bar pins in a stagger position because the pins we use are going to be these 5 in the shape of a W. I did remove the back bar pin to make it easier, and if I didn't say it already, you want them facing in the right direction. So I'm going to use jelly, purple, and turquoise, and then regular black and white. So the first thing that we're going to do, starting with my turquoise, is we're going to lay one band going out to the right and one band going out to the left, which I may refer to as like my outer bands. And then we need to bring them back, 2 more bands coming in. But it's very important that you start on the left side, laying that band first, and then lay your right band, like that. So now we have our W. We are now going to add a triple cap band onto both of these bottom pins. So it doesn't matter how you achieve the cap band, just make sure that it's triple looped, because it does make a difference on how the design comes out. For this time, I'm just doing it on my hook. Like so. So now that we have our triple cap bands, we're going to go inside these pins and bring all of the bands back to themselves. Now once again, it's important that you start on the left pin. So go in, push back that triple cap band, grab that very top band, and bring it to the middle back here. Go inside the right cap band, push back that, grab that next top band, and also bring that forward into the middle. And now it doesn't matter which end you do first. So push it back, grab that band, bring that to the outer right, and the same on the left. So it should look like this. And now before we do anything else, we have 4 bands on this middle pin. We actually need to grab the bottom 2. We need to grab these very bottom 2 and bring them up and over. It's very important that you grab the correct ones. So that's why I turned it around so you can see. So just grab the very bottom 2 and bring it up and over into the middle like that. So push those down. Turn your loom around if you turned it around like I did. Now we need to get or add a double cap band around both of these pins here. So you can do it on your loom, or you can just kind of like wrap it. I use my 2 fingers and just kind of like wrap it around 2 times so that it's double looped, and then you can just place it like that on your loom. Now it does get a little twisted if you do it that way, but whatever's easiest for you. I recommend trying not to have it too twisted, only because you will see that in the design. So that's what it should look like so far. We have our double cap band around those 2 pins. Now this time we are going to, or our next step is that we're going to go in inside that double cap band, and we have to pick up this white triple cap band and bring it up here. So going inside this band, I'm going to pick up this triple white cap band, take it off of that pin, and stretch it back here and place it back on that top left pin. It is going to feel a little bit tight, so just be careful not to break any bands. Going back inside this double cap band, we're going to grab the other white band on this side and do the same thing, stretching it to the upper right. Just like that. So now we need to loop these front bands that are on the bottom up and over. So there's 2 underneath. You're just going to grab those, bring them up, do the same on the right side, grabbing the, or left side, grab the 2 bottom bands and bring it up and over that white cap band like that. You're just going to push that down. Now we actually have to move the bands that are back here. It is important that you don't have these bands like twisted, because we need to grab that very top band back here and you need to bring that to the right. So you're going to grab the very top band and just stretch that down to the right pin. And if you're grabbing the right band, you'll know, because it just easily, like you can tell it was coming from the right side. It should not look like this where it's stretching over. Hopefully you know what I mean. It just comes nicely down to that pin. Grabbing the left side or the other band, pull that down to the left side. Like so. So now we're going to grab this double cap band and carefully you're just going to remove it and let it just fall in the middle here. So all I did was just kind of shimmied it up and over and it just falls nicely into the middle. Push those down and we're going to do that all over again. Now I know that may seem like a lot, and it is, but you will get used to it with, like, as in any design. So I'm going to use my purple jelly this time, laying one out to the right and one out to the left. And then we're going to lay our inner bands. Remember, you want to always start on the left side and then come to the right, making our W. Push them down just like we did the first time. We have to add a triple cap band onto these bottom pins right here and here. So add your triple cap band on. I'm just doing it kind of behind the scenes on my hook. Just like that. Starting on the left side, we're going to push back the triple cap band, grab that top band, bring it forward to the middle, come on the right side, grab that top band, and bring that forward as well. Now you can proceed to bring your ends in. Push back the cap, grab that top band and bring it to the right. And do the same on the left side. Just like that. So now we're going to bring these 2 bottom bands which were left over from the last layer. We're going to bring those up and over. Doesn't matter which one you do first. Just bring those, it's just one single band on each pin. Bring it up and over so that it just kind of falls in here. Now we need to bring the cap bands that are on these 2 front ones up and over as well. So grab that bottom layer, bring that up. Do the same on the left side. Grab that bottom and bring it up. So now that we have brought up the bottom layer and all of those, we need to once again bring the 2 bottom bands back here up and over on this middle one. So remember, it's important that you're grabbing the right one. So if it's easier to turn your loom around, grab the 2 bottom bands from the middle and bring it up and over into the center and push it down. So now we're going to add our double cap band onto these 2 pins back here. That's where I use my black. So this time I'm just going to do it by wrapping it around the pin. Sorry if my hand got in the way. So my black band is wrapped 2 times. And now I'm going to grab, going inside the black cap band, I'm going to grab that triple white cap band, bringing it off of the pin and stretching it to the upper left pin, like so. I'm going back inside that black band, grabbing the right white band and stretching that to the upper right, just like that. And now we're going to bring the bottom bands up and over. So grabbing the very two bottom bands on the right side, bring those up, and do the same on the left side, grabbing the two bottom bands, bringing those up, like that. Push your bands down. And for our last step before, actually this isn't the last step, never mind. So we need to, once again, bring these two bands forward. So remember to grab the very top one from that back pin, and that should come down to the right. And the next band back there should come forward to the left, just like that. If you laid the W starting on the left and looped it starting on the left, then when you pull your bands down, it should be correct, just like I did. So now we're going to now this time is the last step before we add our next layer. So now we're just going to grab the black band, and you're just going to bring it up and over and release, and it just kind of falls into the middle there. Push that down, and we're going to do that all over again. I know it's a lot, but I'm hoping it doesn't seem too confusing. I try my best to explain as if I were watching. So we're going to lay our outer bands starting on the left. We're going to lay our inner bands like so. We're going to add our triple cap bands on here. I'm just going to move my loom out of the way a little bit because I'm just going to do it like this so my hand's not all in your way. Okay. So we're just going to do that again. So going inside the left pin, grab the top band and bring it forward. Do the same on the right side. Push back your cap band, grab the top band and bring it forward. Push it back, grab the next band, bring it to the right. Doing the same on the left side. Like so. So now we're going to bring the bottom band that was left over from the last layer up and over on the left and up and over on the right. And now we're going to bring the bottom layers up and over on the front. So I'm going to start on the right and bring that white up. Do the same on the left. Like so. And now we have to bring the two bottom bands on the very front pin up and over as well. So just grab the very two bottoms and bring those up. Now we're going to add our double cap band here. Just going to turn it a little bit. So I attach my band and then I kind of just like twist it back around, and I know my hand completely blocked what I just did, but I'm sure you guys will figure out your own way of getting that double cap band on there. Okay, so now going inside that cap band, we're going to remove the left side from the pin, stretching it up to the left, going back in that cap band, grabbing the right side and stretching it up to the right. And now remember, we have to remove the bottom layer from these two front pins. So we're going to grab those two and bring it up. And doing the same on the left side, grabbing the two bottom bands and bring those up. Push it down. And we're going to lastly, I keep saying that, this isn't the last step. We're going to grab these two bands back here. Well, one at a time. Grab the top band first. Bring it to the right. Come back here, grab the next band and bring it to the left. And now lastly, we will bring this band up and over and release. And it just sits right there in the middle. So that is what we're going to do over and over again until you have reached your desired length. So I'm just going to do that quietly. And you guys can watch and hopefully catch on to the process if you haven't already. This is a perfect example. See, I have my bands twisted, and when I went to pull it down to the right, it was like pulling, so I know that that wasn't correct. So my bands must be twisted back here. So I need to make sure that they are not twisted. Yep, I was grabbing the bottom band. Let's try this again. Okay, so usually it should hook to the right side first. I think I got them twisted up. Yes, it should not do that. So that's why it's very important that you grab the right bands. So I have them twisted, so I'm going to kind of just have to go with it, but that's why it, oh, there we go. I think I got it fixed. Let me see. Yes, I did. But that's a perfect example. I don't know if you guys could see the problem I was having, but these come down nice. It's just nice and, you know, coming down smoothly, but it was getting all, like, stretched out and stuff, which made me know that I was pulling the wrong band, so just take your time. Sorry about that. And when we bring these metals in, that's where it's most important to make sure that they stay even. So, see how they're nice and even there, and nothing's all twisted. This is the part that you want to make sure you just Make sure you have room to get those bands on there so they're not all twisted, so you don't have that problem that I just had. And now we're going to bring these two up and over. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead off camera and finish up the length of my bracelet. I'll come back and show you how to close it up. So you can even give it a little pull every once in a while and you can start seeing it come together. So yeah, if you have any problems, just please watch the previous instructions and I will be right back. Okay guys, so I was getting my bracelet completed, but we're having like a really bad thunderstorm, which, sorry if you can hear it in the background, but I just want to make sure that we get it done so I can get this posted for you in case I lose my power. So, wow, that was so loud. So we're going to bring these two cap bands down to the bottom here. And you know what? I did remember that I told you guys one C-clip, and I'm sorry about that because I decided I wanted to use two. It makes it just fit better. So grab that extra C-clip, grab your cap band on the right, and stretch that back here, and apply it on the right side, and do the same on the left side. Just stretch that back here. Make sure you get all three bands on there. There we go. And now you're just going to bring the bottom band up and over, like so. And we're actually going to attach our C-clip onto these two cap bands. So just grab your C-clip. Whoops. Attach it to one side. And then attach it to the other. Whoa. With it on the loom, this is how I like to do it, just because I felt like it was a little bit easier. So without taking it off, just bring it around. And on this side, the way that I like to do it is my black band that is like tucked in the left and right side. That's where I'm going to attach my C-clip. So I'm going to pull my C-clip around to the front. I'm going to use my hook to slide in this black band. Try to get my finger around it. It's pretty tight. Okay, so maybe I do need to take it off to do this. Sorry, I thought it would be easier, but I don't think it is. So I still have my finger like in there. So on the right side, you're just going to bring that C-clip in there. And we're going to do the same on the left side. So you definitely need your hook to slide it into that black band because it's really tight. Of course you can close it any way that you want, but when I was messing around with it I felt like this is the best way. So you just hook it on like that. So there is a little bit of a space, but it gives it that nice rounder look. This is actually the back side of it, and then here's the front side, but it just gives it a better look. When I used the one C-clip in the middle, it just didn't lay as nicely. This one I originally did with the one, and I didn't like how it laid, so I fiddled with it. But there you have it. So I hope you guys like it as much as I do. This is my own original design. I know it's a little tricky at first, but once you get the hang of it, it's not so bad. So this is my completed Expo bracelet. It is reversible. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and hit the subscribe button below if you have not done so already. Sorry about the thunderstorm noise in the background, and I will see you all at my next video. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye!